Again there, YouTube fans. It's a real creepy doll man here. I'm back. It is September the 2nd of 2018. Time is 2:08 a.m. Okay, the real creepy doll man said he had something he was going to talk about. He leaked out. He was going to do another little episode or little thing to explain something. Is junking a good idea? Well, some people do it for a living to make a little bit of money for either gas, food, cigarettes, or something they have to drink. They do it mainly to put a little extra money in their pocket, what they're losing now in taxes and everything else. So is junking a good idea? Well, in my book, yes it is. Remember the old saying from Redd Foxx, who played Fred G Sanford on Sanford and Son. He said, another man's junk is another man's treasure, and that's 100% saying true. What you find is actually yours. But, you got to watch for certain things when you junk. If you're junking for the first time, I'm saying this to anybody who has no experience. Because junking, some people say, is uncool because it sits on the curb in a garbage bag or in a garbage can. But you got to understand there are such things as viruses. So you have to get yourself some type of Lysol or something that kills, germs and viruses. And you need something like that. Such viruses out there exist as hepatitis A, B, C, and that's it. And then you got herpes, you got AIDS, and then you got other diseases like you got the flu symptoms out there, the influenza. You got to watch out for because you can find it on the clothing or stuffed animals or dolls. If somebody puke on them, you have to use disinfect to kill the ordeal. But is junking a good idea? Well, in junking you can find anything. Dolls, you can find stuffed animals, action figures, jewelry, jewelry boxes. You can find clothes, electronics, if they're in good shape or not. You can find many things. You have to be careful what you find. Now, Brad and Jerry does this for a living. And Sissy used to do that too before she passed away and died. Now the real creepy doll man states this: I have been doing that for quite some time myself. Starting in February, I started my first junking. I've been doing it, to see. That's how I've been finding most of my dolls. What I don't have income for, I found them to put them here on the Real Creepy Doll Man show. Or you can call it Real Creepy Doll Man's episodes. You'll see me do that every now and then. I just found one just recently. Number 237 was found. But it has something wrong with it. It has a stain on it. I can't tell you what the stain is. It could be good or bad. It's been sprayed down with Lysol to kill whatever's on it. So it should not harm me. But there's some problems with the doll. It's tore and it's going to have to be restitched. Now the Real Creepy Doll Man's going to give you all a sample before the live version. I will show you how I build or fix a doll. If I don't build a doll, I'll show you how I fix one. So watch for that episode to come soon. Watch for the Creepy Doll Man show you how to fix a doll. If you cannot, buy a new body for the doll, at least patch it up. So, it don't look tacky. And if it does look tacky, there's nothing you can do about it. But I will go back and show you how I'm going to fix one. But it will not be a live episode. So we're going to do number 237 for a little sample of a taste. What the Creepy Doll Man is going to show you what he's going to do with the rest of the dolls. Now, it's just a little patch up. Just a little fix-me-fix. Meaning, I'm going to have to repair the body by restitching it back together. In the back, on the neck, underneath the neck. And in where the middle of the center where the chest is, going down a line from the chest. I will repair that coming soon. I'm going to state this other thing before I go. That Keep watching for new episodes to come from the Real Creepy Doll Man, and there will be new episodes coming soon. I will have new plans and no date for anything new, because I can't tell you what's going to happen. I like to do something new for September 11th. Since I have one of the spirits claiming to be a victim from September 11th, you know, it's not her anniversary yet for her 1 year anniversary. We will go back and revisit Tanya Price, or you can call her Tanya, the haunted doll, to go back to find out more about how she died, how she lived just before she died. Maybe she can give us a little bit more info about her family members and their names, her mother and father's name, and anyone else relate to her. And then we can probably find out the last moments before she died in one of the twin towers. So keep watching for that episode to come, because September the 11th is coming soon. And 9/11, we will remember those who are fallen and had died, and those who are served to try to rescue the people. Also, some of them those people got sick, and if they hadn't died, they were sick from due to the exposure from the ordeal from the tower when it collapsed. So we will remember. The Real Creepy Doll Man will do a special. We will go back and retell Tanya, the haunted doll story again. Not on her anniversary, but as a early September 11 ordeal. So keep watching for that episode to come. And hopefully I can get more information to fit the pieces of the puzzle together, to find out what her final moments was before she died in that twin tower. And I'm still waiting for the return of the Real Creepy Ghost Hunter Jr. Will he do? Communicating with our spirit friends, part 11. We do not know, because he has not made a decision yet himself. He considers that it's a waste of time, I guess, and that video games is an option. Now, I got something to tell him why, he's not here. If he's watching this episode right now, I'm going to say this right now. I went to Kroger's. It was on August the 31st. A man wanted his son, I think he was about 18 years old, to go find a job with him and get him all. He told me, I heard from what I heard from the guy, from what he was saying to his son, that I was just eavesdropping accidentally, that he wanted his son to have a job and get off the video games. I'm going to say this to any young person out there. It is hard to find a job. You find a job, you fight it, you keep it, don't lose it. Anyone gets you fired, get yourself a lawyer, sue that person or the company who fired you through that person. But I say this, if you're trying to get a job and you're a young person, you got to understand this. It's not an easy ordeal. You're not, getting a free handout here. You have to work for it. And you got to work hard. And when the Real Creepy Doll Man one time worked hard, before he got really sick and before he lost his job, it was kind of hard to find another job. To this day, I still have trouble finding a job because I only had one type of job I had, and that was working in a factory for so many years. But I do have a lot of experience in certain different parts of the ordeal in the factory. Because I didn't do one job, I did several different ones. I did the assembly line, I did the press, I did packing, counting parts. I done reworks, which is sanding the parts. And sometimes they have us to do cleaning, and I do that as well, but never the bathroom. I usually sweep around the ordeal on the floor, or if they ask for volunteers, they will make you work and do odd jobs for that ordeal. And you have to have experience on some types of jobs. But I say to all young people, doesn't matter if you're male or female, you fight, you keep a job, because today it's a lot harder to have one. If you lose one, it can make bad reference on your deal. Meaning if you decide to not want to show up no more, that's your choice. You want to smoke pot all day, do drugs, alcohol, or video games. Anybody got to understand this, that today ordeal, it is not easy for an adult that has to keep you up when you need to learn one day your responsibility is to take care of yourself. When your parent is dead and gone, you got to do it, because then it'll be your turn to be the parent. And when you had children, the same will happen to them if you do not teach them that a job is very important. This is the Creepy Dog Man say, if you want a job, keep the job. And I say, play it safe. This is the real Creepy Dog Man saying goodbye. And God bless you all.